Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. On today's show, we have something really interesting for you today. Another Facebook Marketplace find. Another set that I found that was totally broken down and in a tub. So many pieces are laying out in front of me right now. Stick around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm Mighty Joe and you're watching. Once again, everyone, welcome back to another clicktastic episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. On today's show, we're going to be building another Facebook Marketplace find that I picked up. It is a set that consists of 3,560 pieces, and it all came in a little black tub. I did have to disassemble all the parts, get them sorted out as best I could, and get them ready for reassembly, much like I did with the Panlos Magical Sanctuary not too long ago. This set was purchased from the same people and had been in storage for quite a while. They did move, so that's why everything was thrown in tubs, but it was all kept together. This set does come with 12 minifigures, and luckily, all 12 minifigures are present and accounted for, as well as their accessories. So, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the set that I'll be building today. It is the LEPIN version of the Welcome to Apocalypseburg set from Lego Movie 2. Now, this set is set number 45014, does consist of 3,560 pieces, and is rated for ages 6 and up. Now, this set here is a really interesting set, not so much a modular, although I am going to put it on a mill's plate if I can get it to fit, because it's not the normal shape that you would expect to plate up. And try to incorporate it into like maybe the back of my city once I get it put together. As I said, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. However, the sanctum that I did was 6,339 pieces, and it just seemed like that took less time to disassemble than this smaller set. I think it's because so many of the pieces are so small. But yeah, stick with me, and we're going to turn this into this. Are you ready? Let's go. At this point in the build, I thought it would be a good time to start mills plating this step 1 area. The mills plate came out really well, and I was really happy at the way it sat on the mills plate. So I went ahead and I attached it down, even had to elongate it just a little bit, got everything going, and continued my build.
At this point in the build, I did notice in the instruction booklet that the two halves were going to have to snap together. So I figured I would have to remove it from the mills plate and build an even larger one to accommodate the whole set. Unfortunately, there was no way for me to attach it as the studs did not line up since so many of them went vertically. So I simply decided to just attach them together as instructed without a mills plate. Folks, if you haven't done so already, now is as good a time as any to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, or drop a comment down below. It means a lot to me.
right, folks, that's the build, and it was an enjoyable build. Let's take a deeper look at this dystopian wasteland. Lego set 70840, Welcome to Apocalypseburg, was a 3,178-piece set from the Lego movie, the second part. It included 13 minifigures and was released in 2019. It was retired in November 2019 with a lifespan of only 9 months. The current value for a new and sealed Welcome to Apocalypseburg is an estimated $925, with an average annual growth of approximately 7%, which is higher than other Lego Movie 2 sets. On secondary markets, the typical price range is between $724 and $999. And that's why I buy Lepin. All right, let's go ahead and start out our review with our minifigures. First up, we have Emmett Brickowski. Very cool looking figure. He looks very reminiscent of the other Emmett figures, although he looks a little more worn, a little more scratched up due to all that he's been through. He has his coffee cup there that you see him hopping through Apocalypseburg in the beginning of the movie. Got his name tag printed. Molded hairpiece. Really cute figure. He is double-faced, so you get this face as well as his scared or concerned looking face. And that's Emmett. Next on deck, we have the lovely Lucy, aka Wild Style. You can see she does have her printed legs and torso with a little implied curvage, which is standard on the female minifigures, it seems. Printed on the side of her legs. You can't really see the printing on her back because she does have the quiver for her arrows, because she does come with her crossbow. Her molded hairpiece does have the attached goggles. And she is double-faced, so you have this regular looking face as well as her brooding face. Very nice figure. Next up, we do have Scribble Cop. Scribble Cop has got a really nice printing on his uniform. He's got some rubberized shoulder pads as helmet. He does have handcuffs that he comes with. Really cool printing on the back of his jacket. Little skull and crossbones bad cop action there. Speaking of bad cop, if you want to play him as bad cop, he does come dual-faced as well. So you can swip it around and have the original version, Bad Cop. Now the next figure, I'm a little confused as to why he's included in this set, because you only see him for like a split second at the beginning of the movie, really. And after that, I don't even remember. We just watched the movie last night. I don't even remember if you see him that much in the rest of the movie, but I am talking about Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. Awesome printing on this one. He does have his printed mask, of course. He's got a half rubberized shoulder pad, a fabric element cape, printing on the back. He is also dual face, so you can have this serious looking Green Lantern or this goofy Green Lantern, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, this figure here on the secondary market, the actual Lego figure goes for about $120 nowadays. That is insane. That's Green Lantern. And coming up next, the man, the myth, the legend in his own mind, we are talking about Lego Batman. Lego Batman does come with an amazingly detailed printed torso and legs. He's got a lot going on. He's got this cool shoulder pad deal made of tires and whatnot, a fabric element cape, his cowl, of course. He does come with dual expression, so he's got this one, and then he's got this one. Really cool printing all the way around. The only thing I don't have, I'm sorry to say, is his yellow utility belt. That was not included in the set. This is a secondhand set. I may buy it, I may not, because it does have a belt printed anyway. But I don't know, I kind of really want to have it. So we'll see if I end up picking it up. Or maybe he's got one in one of those boxes of Bat merch that's all over the set. I guess we'll have to find out. Lego Batman, everybody. Coming up next, our favorite sitcom superstar, the Honey, Where Are My Pants guy. And you can see here he's got his Hawaiian shirt with all kinds of buckles and belts. And of course he is wearing no pants because he can't find them. He's got that look right there with a stubble face and a stern look. He's got his rubberized shoulder pads and his hammer. The back has him with more buckles and belts on his blue Hawaiian shirt. And as I said, he does come with this expression as well as this expression. The original Where Are My Pants look. Pretty cool. All right, coming up next, we have Daddy's Little Monster. That's right. It is Harley Quinn. Lots of amazing print on this one, from the fishnets to the tattered shirt that does say Daddy's Little Monster. She does come with a baseball bat, which it seems she's been cracking skulls and had to patch it up with metal plates. Dual molded legs. The hair is dual painted. Very nice printing on this one, you guys. This figure here on the secondary market, the actual Lego figure, goes for upwards of $300, man. It's crazy. Now, this figure does come with dual expressions as well, so you can have this look right here, or you can have this look. Really awesome figure. And that is Harley Quinn. Yeah, dude, coming up next, we got the one and only Never Lonely Chainsaw Dave, formerly Surfer Dave. This dystopian wasteland has hardened him quite a bit. You can see he does have his belt across his chest there with a skull and crossbones. He's got a mean look on his face. He's got his luscious golden locks and a brick-built chainsaw, which I think is pretty cool. He's got his floral swimming trunks, all tattered in the front. He does have a tattoo of a chainsaw on this arm and a tattoo of a broken and burning surfboard on this arm. And on the back, no pants, but a really cool D logo on the back of his back straps. That's pretty cool. Chainsaw Dave is also dual expressioned, so you can have this angry look or this more docile look. Chainsaw Dave. Coming up next, we have everyone's favorite barista. This is Larry the barista. He works at the Coffee Unchained coffee shop here at Apocalypseburg. He does have a printed apron with his name tag, a little patch with a coffee cup, breathing apparatus, cool molded mohawk, a tattoo of a paw print, and a profile of a minifigure head. Got his rubberized shoulder pads, printing on the back. Really cool looking figure. I've given him the coffee cup because he is the only one selling coffee. Very nicely done. Some of these figures, you really got to look hard in the movie to see them because they're more like background characters. For example, this one here is a Roxy. Roxy's got some cool gear prints on the front, leg printing. He's got a headband and half of a rubberized shoulder pad. The quality on this set, guys, is really amazing. I mean, being that they're not Lego, you can hardly tell. The minifigures, they did a really good job on them. Yeah, and Roxy is also dual-faced. You can either have this expression or you can have this expression. And that is Roxy. Next up, we have our local welding expert. This is Fuse. Fuse comes with a really cool welding mask. I built this little display so you can see the mask next to the figure. He's got all that printing on him, an eye patch, printing on the back. Looks really awesome. You don't get to see his face much because he's always got his mask on, but I wanted to show you what he really looks like underneath. It's not just a blank face. Got feelings too, man. And this is Fuse. Last but not least, we do have Mohawk. Mohawk is just another background character with another molded mohawk. She's got her eyes painted over, really cool. Looks very Mad Maxy. And then more straps and buckles. Cool print on the legs. And of course the back here, more printing. One yellow sleeve, one red sleeve. Another really cool looking character. Like I said, the set is marketed as having 13 minifigures, and I had to figure out what they meant, but I think it's the minifigure that stands in the armory that I'll show you in a little bit, because it is a full-size minifigure. It's just more of a mannequin, but I'll show that to you in a little bit. So that's Mohawk. All right, this is going to be fun. There's a lot to unpack with this set, so let's get into the actual set itself. Well, I don't know what else I can say other than this set is absolutely stunning and big. This thing is really huge and very detailed. Starting at the top, you can see this beautifully depicted torch of the Statue of Liberty with observation deck. As we come down, you can see the really detailed statue's face. Really great brickwork done here. And over here we've got a little lounge area with a little skull and crossbones. We've got Lucy's room. We've got this shipping container which contains the barbershop and tattoo parlor, along with the armory. Really cool the way they made it look like an old shipping container. Right here on the tablet of the statue, we've got a little walking area along with some bridge work and ladders to come down to Chainsaw Dave's little nook. We do have a sign showing us which way to go to the lookout tower, the coffee shop, and the diner. Here's a cute little look at the front of the broken down van that Chainsaw Dave now lives in. Right over here you can see he's retired his surfboards and they're just kind of chilling out. Really cool set, lots of detail. Here we have the front of our cafe, which is called Coffee Unchained. If you look inside, you can see a table and a chair. You can see the counter back there. The coffee machines are really interesting, and we'll look at those in just a minute. Coming around to the side, we do see some more details as we go up. Here's the outside of the armory. Really cool. That swinging door right there is made of 2 axes. As we come up, you can see that there are more platforms to stand on, a basketball hoop, the front of the secret police office, of course, a couple of boxes of bat merch. And down here, I don't know what this is. It looks like something's dripping. For some reason, there's a baguette and a trident stuck in a box. And over here we have the gym, which consists of a weight bench and a punching bag. Pretty cool little details. Over here we do have a bathtub and shower. More bat merch. And this area down here, I'm not too sure what this is supposed to be, but there is a fish hanging and a mop. Yeah. And then this little trap door, which strangely enough has an egg, fried egg, and a little robot arm, I guess. Coming around to this side, we can see the van that Dave lives in. And then as we come back up to the top, you can see the front of the statue. That brickwork is amazing. And my daughter's favorite detail in the entire set, the hot dog eyebrows. All right. And right here you can see the doors to the storage container. They do open up. And if you open them up, you can see the little chair that you can sit in while you're getting your tattoo or getting your hair done. Really cool. We also have a box with another fork and a sword in it off to the side. This set is really detailed and really amazing. I like it a lot. I'm so glad I was able to find this. Big shout out to Jenny and Neil for selling me this set. Now the strange thing about this sign is the sticker was misprinted and the H is missing. It should say Coffee Unchained. And all of the pictures of the Lepin versions or AliExpress versions do have it printed correctly, so it looks like this sticker was just an error. Not a big deal to me. I could take a Sharpie and write it in and it's still going to look dystopian. From the observation deck, looking over the side, you can see just how high up the minifigures are when they look over the side. That's a really cool angle right there. If you're afraid of heights, it's not the place to be. Looking at the back of the set, there is a lot of Technic in this set, guys. So that's what makes it so strong and easy to move. But on the back here, you can see that there is a little diner. There is a ladder that comes down and goes up, some piping on the wall. Right here you'll see the hamburger on a stick sign along with the menu. Ketchup and mustard. There's a fried egg, and there's a fryer in the engine, deep fryer, making French fries, and then a hot dog with a missile in it. Now removing that, you can look down into the gym and you can get a good look at the weight bench, which is made up of some heavy stuff and a broom. And then you can see they've used spears and other things as the railings. And the ladder here you can see goes all the way to the torch, comes all the way down. There is a telescope right there for observation. And here we've got a wrench, a crowbar, and a fire extinguisher. And over here we have the Bat merch. And the front of a Batmobile vehicle of some sort that has a license plate that says Batitude. Yep, still don't know what this is. Now over here in front of Scribble Cop's office, we do have a trash can where someone has thrown away a head. Damn shame when people be throwing away a perfectly good robot head like that. If you're Gen X, you recognize that quote. That swinging door right there is made of 2 axes. I believe the Lego version has pickaxes. Right here we have a mailbox that has some kind of spray can in it. And then below that, we have a mailbox that actually has Green Lantern's ring. So that's pretty interesting. Don't know why that's in there, but it's in there. Over here on the observation deck on top of Lucy's room, we do have this really cool skull and crossbones made up of a robotic head. We've got a telescope for looking out over the land and a chair to chill with. Very cool. And then you can look inside. She does have a fabric element hanging as a curtain right here, and a barbed wire ring with a keep out sign. And if you look inside, you can see what I think is her bed. If not bed, it's a storage container. But to get a better look, all you have to do is take off the top. And once you look inside, you can see that bed or storage container I was talking about. There are the binoculars that they used to look at the house that Emmett made for them. And inside the storage container, this top does come off. There's the relic finder on there, and you've got the plaque that says Lucy, and she's got some sentimental items put away. She's got pictures of Emmett and Unikitty up on the wall, but the picture of Batman, her ex, is in the box, along with the band poster and a lipstick. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Little details like that. Now this is the viewfinder that she used, the binoculars, to look at the house that Emmett used to show her the house that he built for her. That was really cute. It goes right there. And now this top part also does come off, so you can take it off and look inside the barbershop and tattoo parlor. All you got to do is lift it away. And this is the armory. We've got some helmets on a stand. We've got some weapons on the wall. Get a better look at those in a second. But around here, this is what I believe they consider to be the 13th minifigure. It is just supposed to be on display in the armory, but it is a robotic skeletal looking figure with a Justice League shield. And there we have a couple of weapons. And there is the tattoo chair with the tattoo gun. And also a couple of heads with hair pieces. I guess you can go and get your hair did. Yeah, really cool. So that second story is pretty cool. There are some newspapers here, and you can see the scissors up there to notate that it is the hair parlor, and the armory sign there as well, as well as this blast shield right here that they're using as a wall. And there we can see our silly coffee uncaned sign. Down here on the floor, we also have a sign showing the way to Chainsaw Dave's area. Ladder coming up to the next level. The super secret police sign, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being super secret. Yeah. But you can also lift this off right here and get a good look at the inside of the coffee shop, which is really cool. The coffee makers are gas pumps. So that's pretty cool. We do have our counter area where Larry works, and the meat of the day is rat. Probably the meat of the day every day, I guess. But you can see that there's also a little stool in there. You've got a menu on the wall. You can have croissant, spider, chicken leg, or rat. We also have a little table with a mug on it. Really cool little set. Very nice. Love the fact that you can take the tops off and look inside. Looking inside the police office where Scribble Cop works or hangs out, you can see that it's got a jail door for the front door with the same emblem on it that he's got on his back. There is a chair inside and a stack of wanted posters. On top is Harley Quinn. And there is a bulletin board which shows different pictures of different people. It looks like a situation board, actually. And I'm not too sure why this is here. I think it might be because the cop likes throwing his chair, but there is a lever here, this little pipe, that when you flip the lever, it flips the chair. I don't know why that's important, but it's a little playable feature, so that's cute. So yeah, once you're done with playing, or you want to play on a different level, you simply put the tops back on. They'll snap into place. I'm not going to push them down all the way down because I do need to do my pictures for the end of the video. But they just stack up on top of each other like that. And they reassemble really nicely. This set is really cool, guys. Do any of you have this set? Anybody build this set? If so, drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the build experience. If you look in here, you can see that this is also a room up in the crown of the statue. Right there is a telescope. And if you come around to the back here, the top of the statue's head is also a door, and this is what the set calls the chill out room. The chill out room has a little bed to lay in. It's got a little map down there at the foot of the bed. Basically just a picture of the set. It's got a really cool movie poster here that looks like a parody of the Planet of the Apes poster, but it says, "Where are my pants?" And then on this side over here, we have tick marks looking like someone's been in that room for quite a while, or maybe how long it's been since the Duplo aliens from the Sistar system destroyed everything in the Lego City. So yeah, really cool little area for a minifig to hang out. We got a little glass there for some water. And that just gets capped off with the lid. Now these are pretty cool. These are the cylinders used to represent Liberty's hair. My daughter thought those were cool as well. And there's a lot of empty space when you look down in between it. The set's pretty hollow, but it's very solid. Everything interlocks together so well that as long as you have your modular parts snapped down good, nothing's going to fall off. This set is great from the bottom to the top. Look at it. Wow. And from the observation deck all the way down. Beautiful set. I'm so glad I got my hands on this one, you guys. Well, that's going to do it for my build and review of the Lepin Apocalypseburg set. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do me a favor and like the video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and share it with your friends. Drop a comment down below. What did you think of this set? Pretty good quality, huh? You could hardly tell it's not Lego. For those of you that are Lego purists, I apologize, but my wallet doesn't. So, once again, thank you to Jenny and Neil for this set. Only cost me $30 on Facebook Marketplace. If you want to purchase your own version, I'll put down links for both the actual Lego version and the version you can get on AliExpress down in the description below, along with all of my other affiliate links. It doesn't cost you anything to use them. You still get the same service, same products, but it helps out the channel a little bit if you use the links that I do provide. So, guys, remember that everything is awesome if you let it be. And if life starts to get you down, just take it brick by brick. See ya!